the Multiplex Movie Warzone. I'm your host, Kaleb Little Boatman, and we've got a really good match. It's our final match of round one. We've got the number 4 seed going up against the number 28 seed, but you wouldn't know it by our competitors because these are both top quality people. We have our team champion, Sandy Robinson, going up against rookie sensation James White, who went very far in the team's league, making it to round 2 with flexing capacitors. So, before we go to them, though, I'm going to go to my co-host for the evening, Mr. Joe Harrison. Joe, how are you feeling about this match?
I am feeling really excited. You know, 2 great competitors, 2 people around the league that I've seen a lot. I know they're both very knowledgeable about movies, so it's really going to be a battle of who knows more. I think it's going to be it might be just who misses the first question might be the deciding factor in this one.
Yeah, fair enough. I agree. So yeah, without further ado, let's hear what our competitors have to say in their promos.
Well, here it is, round number 1 in this tournament, and I could not have drawn a tougher opponent than Sandy the Sandman Robinson. I have nothing but respect for this guy, so I'm hoping that my trivia knowledge will pull me through here. He's got Nico as his manager. I would make a joke about that, but that is kind of a joke in itself. So hopefully I'm going to be able to pull through here on my own. I don't need anybody in my corner. Let's get some questions. Let's get some questions that I hopefully know and see what happens at the end of the day.
You know, James White is one of the rare people I've actually had the pleasure of meeting in person from this community. We hung out in New York for the New York Schmodown event in January. We listened to Alex Marzonia and Chris Clark rock some music. We watched Mark Ellis rock the comedy stage. And we watched 2 Match of the Year candidates in Janine the Machine versus Chance Ellison and Ethan Irwin versus Dan Merle 2. But now he's in the ring with my guy, Sandy the Sandman Robinson. And so all that friendly shit, it has to go out the window from let's begin to and your winner. So James, we'll show you respect, but we'll respectfully kick your ass tonight. Sandy, are you ready to respectfully kick some ass?
Well, Nico, you know what? A lot of people give you shit, but I'm going to tell the whole community right now. Nico is a great manager. Nico has helped me and my team partner, Jeremy the Adam Adams, immeasurably in the short time that we have been put together as manager and client. So for that alone, I think that I'm going to have to put James down in this match, just because he went at my guy. So that's it. But the simple fact is I've known James for a while now. He started off in the teams leagues and showed exactly what his mettle is. He's got a whole wealth of knowledge. He's a very substantial person to play against. I will be fortunate to come out of here. I think James said something about getting the answers right. There's a good chance that I'm going to get the answers wrong. So he won't be the first person to get one wrong. But I'm going to give everything that I have to this match. I'm absolutely tickled that I am the number 4 ranked competitor. Poor James being ranked as low as he is, that's an absolute travesty, but somebody's got to be there and somebody has to be where I am. The winner is going to be the one that has the most questions answered correctly at the end of this. I hope it's me, but James, good luck. Let's get this on.
There are fireworks going off in my neighbor's yard, and there will be fireworks going off when Sandy Robinson wins this match.
Okay, well, those were definitely some interesting promos. James kind of taking shots at Nico, Sandy defending Nico. This is going to be very interesting. But both competitors do have respect for each other, but James maybe not for Sandy's manager. So without further ado, let's get both these gentlemen in the ring ready to fight. So, introducing first, making his Multiplex Movie Warzone singles debut, representing the Flux Incapacitators, James Gator White! Introducing second, making his Multiplex Movie Warzone singles debut, representing House Night Fury and Team 80s, the Multiplex Movie Warzone Team Champion, Sandy the Sandman Robinson, holding an invisible belt there, as you can see. Well, you can't see because it's invisible. But without further ado, let's get round one started. We're going to give you 8 questions, 8 different categories. You're going to write them down on a whiteboard or a piece of paper if that is your preference. And if you get the question right, you get a point. If you get all 8 correct, you get a bonus question for a possible 9 points. So without further ado, I will be giving you your first question, which will come in the realm of directors.
Good luck, James.
Good luck, man.
Who directed the film Romancing the Stone? This is certainly a movie, Joe.
It is indeed a movie. Movie
Yes.
I have not seen.
Yes, it is a movie that exists. You might have it in a Blu-ray collection if you own one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with James.
Robert Zemeckis.
That is correct for 1 point. Sandy.
I did not have that.
Okay. Introduce our next question, Joe.
All right, your second question in the in the category of sequels and prequels. What franchise has the characters Billy Bank, Rusty Ryan, and Terry Benedict?
I don't want to say too much because I don't want to potentially give anything away.
It's hard to talk about this movie without giving hints.
It is very hard to talk about this franchise without giving hints.
Can you repeat the question, please?
Yes.
Yep.
That'll be James' first repeat.
What franchise has the characters Willie Bank, Rusty Ryan, and Terry Benedict?
Okay, just the franchise.
That is correct, just the franchise.
Yes. Just the franchise is what we are looking for.
We do not need the exact movie.
4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, Sandman. Whoa.
Oh, so that was. I'm sorry. It's the Karate Kid. I put the
That is
exact movie.
Incorrect.
That is incorrect.
James.
Oh.
It's the Oceans franchise.
Ocean's
That
franchise.
is correct.
Damn.
And
And
taking a 2
Yeah.
lead here. As
early
we go in, our next question will come in the category of crime. What musician plays Eddie No-Nose in Baby Driver? Have you ever had somebody threaten to cut off your nose, Joe?
no, but I have seen a baby drive a car.
Wow, that should be grounds for a lawsuit. 5, 4. What?
He was
Repeat.
laughing at your joke.
Oh,
I was laughing.
what? Okay, pens down. James
I couldn't pull it.
and Sandy.
I believe it's Flea.
That is correct for 1 point.
Damn it.
So there will be no bonus question in this round,
Yes, no perfect rounds here tonight.
but a close match.
And Joe, it is your question.
Question 4, in the category of war movies. Fury takes place during what war?
War. What is it good for?
Absolutely nothing.
That is exactly right. Say it again, y'all. 5,
Absolutely nothing. Say it again.
2, 1. Pens down, James.
No,
Sandy.
Sandy would go first on this one.
Oh, okay. Sandy.
World War II.
James.
That's correct.
World War II.
That is correct. Still close. Sandy within 1 point of James.
Okay. And your next question comes in the category of musicals. What is the name of Bradley Cooper's character in A Star is Born?
You know, I was once in multiple musicals. Came from my head for one.
Yeah, I was a theater kid. I'm not really a singer kid, but at the very least a theater kid.
Oh, they just made me do weird things to my hair and said say funny stuff.
Yeah, it was kind of the same way. I had purple hair when I played the Mad Hatter. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm
Repeat
not
the question.
making that up. Okay, James using his second repeat.
Two
What?
repeats in round one.
In the category musicals, what is the name of Bradley Cooper's character in A Star is Born?
Hopefully he gets it right.
Yes. If he uses repeat, usually you want to get it right. 5,
Yep.
4, 3, 2, 1. You usually want to get it right regardless. Let's start with James.
Jackson, Maine.
And Sandy.
Good beard guy.
Jackson, Maine is the correct response.
With that, James now gets back his 2-point lead.
Okay.
All right. Question 6. In the category of animated, name one of the 2 people who voiced Jack Skellington in The Nightmare Before Christmas.
This is a movie that a lot of people love and I like.
I think my big issue is the fact that everyone thinks Tim Burton directed it.
I mean, I feel like nowadays most people know that's wrong. 1, pens down, Sandy.
I had nothing.
And James.
Danny Elfman.
That is correct.
Nice. Should have guessed that.
James with a nice 3-point lead here as we go into our next question. Your penultimate question in the category of Oscars. Clint Eastwood has received 4 Best Director Oscar nominations for Unforgiven, $1 Million Baby, Letters from Iwo Jima, and what 2003 film? Do you feel lucky, Joe?
I do feel lucky. I feel like we're having a great match. And my middle school math teacher actually looked like Clint Eastwood.
Wow. Did he shoot anybody?
I'm not legally allowed to say anything about that.
3, 2, 1. Sandy.
I said Flags of Our Fathers.
And James.
I also said Flags of Our Fathers.
That is incorrect. We were looking for Mystic River.
Mystic River. Damn.
I always forget he directed that.
Yeah, me too.
I always forget it's the movie.
Okay.
Guys, your final question comes in the category of biopics.
What?
Biopics.
Biopics. What real-life person does Martin Landau portray in Ed Wood? Reading about Ed Wood, he was a really interesting guy.
That is one way of putting it.
Kaleb, please.
Kaleb might be frozen.
His power just went out. I just got a message from him.
Oh, shit. All right. Well, do you guys both have your answers in?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So question 7, James, we'll go to you first.
This is question 8, right?
Oh, question 8. Yep, question 8. Sorry, my bad. Question 8.
Lugosi.
All right. And Sandy, going to you.
Totally spelled wrong, but Bela Lugosi.
That is both correct.
Well, hello, everyone. I am not Kaleb Boatman. You got an upgrade. Apparently, Kaleb suffered a power outage, so he took off, and I am here now to fill in. So, as I understand it, going into round 2 now, James is in the lead, 6 points to Sandy's 3 as we enter round 2. All right, and round 2, as you all know, it's going to be 10 slices on the wheel. There will be 8 categories plus spinners and opponent's choice. If you do not like your first spin, you can spin again, but you will be stuck with your second choice. Every question is worth 2 points. If you'd like, you can go to multiple choice, but then it brings it down to 1 point, and steals are available. So let me first read you your categories for round 2. Your categories will be baseball movies, which is one of James' strengths, Michael Bay, that is one of Sandy's strengths, recent releases, best picture winners, that's a James strength, Rocky franchise, Sandy's other strength, comedy, horror, and Meatloaf, as in the actor/musician Meatloaf. You can thank Tony Heald for that one. Okay, and then of course spinners and opponent's choice. James, with you in the lead, would you like to go first or second?
I'll go second.
Okay, so Sandy, you will be going first. I'm going to prime the wheel here first with a couple spins. And then I will bring up my screen. Okay, so Sandy, this will be your first spin. Your favorite category of horror.
Yeah, I
And you will be
figured.
spinning again.
Yep.
Didn't even need any kind of anything on that one. Just get away from
Oh,
there.
almost got Spinner's Choice and on Best Picture winners. Best
Hooray! Congratulations, James.
You got this, buddy. You got this, buddy.
All right. So, Joe, you want to go ahead and read Sandy's questions?
Yes, I will. Let me scroll down real quick.
5 questions, Brian?
There are 5 questions, yes.
All right. Sandy, your first question in the category of Best Picture winners. What is the profession of Ernest Borgnine's character in the Best Picture winning Marty?
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, construction worker, B, butcher, C, bus driver, or D, steel mill worker.
I'm going to say bus driver.
That is incorrect. Go to James for the steal.
He's a butcher.
That is correct.
That was my
Your one
second
point.
guess. Damn it.
All right. Your second question in Best Picture winners. Who directed The English Patient?
I think I know, but multiple choice again, please.
All right, your multiple choice options. A, Bernardo Bertolucci. B, Anthony Minghella. C, Bruce Beresford. D, Milos Forman.
Is it D?
D,
Yes.
that is incorrect. Go to James again for the steal.
B.
B is correct. James getting 2 steals.
This is getting ugly fast.
Stay
But at least
composed,
you're-
brother. Stay composed. You got this.
At least you're still pretty.
Thank you.
Your third question in the category of Best Picture winners. What Best Picture winning film centers around the eccentric Sycamore family?
Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options: A, the best years of our lives. B, Tom Jones. C, You Can't Take It With You. D, How Green Was My Valley.
I'm going to say A.
That is incorrect.
Of course it is.
Go to James for the steal.
How green was my valley?
That is also incorrect. We were looking for You Can't Take It With
Take it
You.
with you.
All right.
I'm beginning to think that Caleb faked the power outage, so he would have to face you guys with these questions he wrote.
2 of the 4 that I haven't seen.
Well, Caleb, we'll miss him fondly. Sandy, your penultimate question in Best Picture winners. In Birdman, who plays eccentric actor Mike Shiner? You know, I have not seen Birdman, actually. It's on my list.
Multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Michael Keaton, B, Jeremy Renner, Z, Zach Galifianakis, D, Edward Norton.
I'm going to say Zach Galifianakis.
That is incorrect. Sorry. Go to James for the steal.
Ed Norton.
That is correct. James with the steal once again. Man. And your final question in Best Picture winners, Sandy. The Sting takes place in what decade?
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Multiple choice.
Your multiple choice options. A, 1910s. B, 1920s. C, 1930s. D, 1940s.
I'm going to say the 1910s.
That is incorrect. I'm sorry.
Of
Go to
course.
James for the steal.
I was 50-50. I'm going to say the 1920s.
That is incorrect.
It's the
We were
30s.
looking for- Yep, the 1930s.
Damn it.
Man, that was not good for Sandy with James being able to get 3 steals out of that, but he was able to keep him with being smart, going to multiple choice. So We'll see what happens with James' spin.
Absolutely. At least he minimized those steals. Now I'm going to bring back up the wheel for James's turn. Okay, James, this will be your first spin.
Now, at least I took one of his off the board.
I can't see the.
Rocky franchise.
Let's spin again.
Spin it again. You'll stuck with whatever this lands on now. Comedies. Okay. And I will read your questions for comedy. All right. Your first question in comedy. What movie was about a heavy metal band that takes a radio station hostage in order to get their music played?
Airheads.
Airheads is correct for 2 points. Question 2. In the 1998 comedy Dirty Work, Norm Macdonald and Artie Lang start a business that specializes in what?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, crime scene cleanup, B, revenge, C, creating alibis, or D, laundering money?
Can I hear the options again?
Is it A, crime scene cleanup, B, revenge, C, creating alibis, or D, laundering money?
Now, have you ever thought of doing any of these businesses, Brian?
All four at some point or another.
It's easy money.
Answer in 5.
I'll say
3.
C. Creating
C.
alibis.
Incorrect. Sandy?
I believe it's crime scene cleanup.
I'm afraid it's also incorrect. It specializes in revenge.
That was my other one. Damn it.
All right, your third question in comedy. In Midnight Run, Robert De Niro plays a bounty hunter trying to bring in a mob accountant, played by who?
Multiple choice.
Is it A, Martin Short, B, Sean Penn, C, Joe Pesci, or D, Charles Grodin?
Charles Grodin.
That is correct for 1 point. All right. Your fourth question in comedies. How did the evil robot Bill and Ted kill Bill and Ted in Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey?
Oh, God. I was just saying I haven't watched that in a while yesterday.
Wild Stallions for Life.
I don't know the exact wording, so I have to go multiple choice.
Okay. Is it A, they run them over with a van, B, they throw them off the cliff, C, they electrocute them, or D, with a self-destruct explosion?
They throw them off the cliff.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yeah, I didn't even notice. Need to be specific. Damn it.
And your last question in comedies. Which MCU actor played an 80s preppy bully named Blaine in Hot Tub Time Machine?
And
Sebastian Stan.
That is correct for 2 points. All right, so at the end of round 2, Sandy still has his 3 points. James has...
I don't think there's any doubt.
15, I believe. That brings us to a knockout.
that is, yeah.
With only 10 possible points to get in round 3. Unfortunately, Sandy cannot make up the difference, so James is our winner for the night.
Wow.
It was rough on Sandy. I think that round 2 he just spun, his opponent's category, and I think that just kind of sealed the deal. Joe, I wasn't actually here for the whole match. What were your thoughts on it?
We had two great competitors. I think Sandy, he got a little bit shooken up in the beginning of round 1. He had said that it was getting ugly, so I think he kind of got a little bit down on himself, just didn't have faith. So he got in his own head a little bit, and James was able to, stay calm, cool, and collected the entire match, and I think that played out in his favor.
Yeah, again, I want to apologize to the competitors. There was a little bit of an interruption in the match there. But yeah, and I know, Sandy, you've had a real busy night, so I understand that may have played a part in it. But Joe, why don't you take us to the post-match interviews?
All right, let's go to our unfortunate second-place finisher this evening. Sandy, Miko, how are you guys feeling about that match?
Well, I mean, listen, I mean, you mentioned I honestly didn't get inside my own head. As soon as I didn't have the greatest round one, but I put more points on the board than I usually do. So that was a plus. It was literally anything else on the board, anything, even horror, I was more prepared for than Oscar winning films. Just like nothing. I'm not good at it. I'm just not good at Oscars. That's just a pure fact. But take nothing away from James. James did exactly what he needed to do. He scored 6 points in round one and got a bunch of steals off of my pathetic round two, and did what he needed to do with his own round, and that was great. And it's not like he got a category that he was super stoked for either in round two either. We both had an equal opportunity in this match, and you know what, James just came out ahead, and I salute him, and I'm hoping that he goes far and wins the whole thing, so I can say that I lost to the eventual winner.
All right.
And as for me, people give me a lot of shit for saying, like, what do you do? How do you help your competitors? And sadly, this is one of those situations where we now have an idea of what we need to work on, but I am not the guy who can help Sandy. I can find someone else in House Night Fury to help Sandy with the Oscars stuff, but I am not the guy to help him, because Oscars I'm probably worse at than he is, and that's saying something. So we're gonna work on that as best we can, and with the tournament now being over for us, we're going to shift focus a little bit, because we know Mayhem at the Multiplex too. We got the team's title defense, and we got the sports battlefield match versus Cody Newberry. So we're going to shift focus with mediums a little bit and ask some different questions than who directed what, but rather who pitched against who in this game. Yeah, we're going to switch things up for the next couple weeks. But hats off to James. He played a great game. The wheel giveth and the wheel taketh away, and the wheel gave him a pretty good round two, and he was playing well in round one as well. It just wasn't our night, but we'll be back.
All right, nice to hear from you guys. Now, quick, Sandy, is there anyone you are hoping to face next in Movie Warzone at all? Any people that you're excited to get a chance to play against?
Yeah, I'll play against whoever scored the least amount of points in the first round of the tournament.
Harley got one.
Yep,
Hey.
currently, I believe it's Harley with one.
Then you can put me up against her, sort of, try to boost my confidence, or then just end my career completely if I lose. So,
All right. Sandy's saying he wants to go up against Harley and retire if he loses. And now let's go over to our winner, James. How are you feeling about this knockout win? You're going into round two of the tournament. What are you feeling?
Oh man, I'm feeling so happy that I got the win. I knew this was going to be a tough match. I said it in the pre-match that when I drew Sandy as my first round opponent, I knew that I was going to be up against a really, really tough competitor. And to get a knockout is just not anything that I would have expected. I thought this was going to go to round three and go deep into round three, and I wasn't sure which way it was going to end up. So to get the knockout win, I'm not saying it's a fluke. I definitely studied my ass off and I prepared for this match. So I'm happy with my performance. I'm looking forward to moving on. I'm not going to have an easy road. I know I've got a little boat in the next round, so that's not going to be an easy matchup whatsoever. So I just got to keep studying, keep working on my game, try to move on one match at a time.
All right, nice to hear from you. Let's go to Brian. Brian, any closing thoughts on this match?
This was a crazy match. Once we finally got the opponents nailed down after there was a situation there, and then, the power going on halfway through, and it's just been kind of crazy. Again, the wheel, it was not kind to Sandy. We know what he can do. He's still half of the team champions here in Warzone. So obviously, this is not any indication that he's a bad player, and he will not be retiring whether he wants to or not if he loses to Harley, but that can't happen anyway. So he's still doing great. James, he's going to move on in the tournament. Like he said, his next opponent is our own Kaleb Boatman, who he has plenty of history with in trivia and Battlegrounds and everywhere else. They probably have a street fight planned out back, for all I know.
I think that's why Kaleb, I don't think his power went out. I think he was afraid of what would happen if James won.
Probably, or worse yet, if James lost, especially because
Yeah.
of some of those Best Picture winner questions. But this was, it was still a fun match. These are two great guys. I always like spending time with them, even if I had to come in late just as a substitute. It's great to see them both. Why don't we go around and see where we can find everybody on the internet? Let's start with our winner, James.
You guys can find me on Twitter and on Instagram, though I don't post on Instagram very much. And you can find me on Letterboxd. I definitely post a lot on Letterboxd. And everything is at Gator24. That's G4TOR24. Also on Stardust. And I've been writing reviews for my buddy Brandon Hanna's blog. You know him as Hitman now on the Schmodown. It's the Lords of Film blog. You can catch our reviews for different movies and stuff over there.
Okay, it's kind of hard not to run into Sandy here in this community, but is there anything you want to plug?
Nothing really. Guys, you can find me all over Full Metal Trivia. We just wrapped up our singles and team championship matches. They will be dropping in the next 10 to 15 days. Please go and check those out. They are amazing matches. Please go and check them out. Like, subscribe, everything. And like James, you can find me all over social media, srobinson1799. I am on Letterboxd at that address too, but I barely do anything because every time I do, people give me crap about my list. But I love my list, so suck it. No, and just Brian, Caleb, Joe, hey, and everybody at Multiplex, thanks for giving me the opportunity. I wish I could have played a little bit better for you guys.
All right, and my co-host, Joe.
You guys can find me at Joe Hipsterson on all social media known to man and several known to dolphins.
Okay, I'll be looking for those dolphin social media sites. It's probably some kind of fetish thing I don't want to get into. But I'm Brian Michaels. You can find me here all over Multiplex, on Letterboxd, on Facebook. You've probably heard it 10 times by now, so I won't bother plugging it anymore. But on behalf of myself, our winner, James White, our unfortunate loser tonight, Sandy Robinson, my co-host, Joe, and of course, Nico, who's lurking there in the background. Good night, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Multiplex Movie. Go, King! The movie ready player.